And I'm Kim Holden. BP has agreed to set aside $20 billion to pay victims of the oil spill disaster.
A separate $100 million fund will compensate laid-off oil rig workers because of the drilling moratorium.
I think there were some concerns about, under the law, their ability to participate in the other fund, and we wanted to make sure that there were mechanisms to address their needs.
As Shelley Brown explains, the rig worker fund leaves out an entire sector of the economy.
Oil and gas has long been a driving force in the Bayou region of Houma-Thibodaux.
Every day, hundreds of thousands of men and women from this area go to work to service those oil companies.
Men like Mike Fazy, for example. He owns 3 oil service companies that altogether employ about 300 people who fill every kind of position it takes to, say, put a pipeline in the ground.
So we have concrete workers, we have carpenters, we have electricians. It's every facet of business.
Jane Arnett with the South Central Industrial Association says more than 60% of the area's population in some capacity services the oil industry. Jobs, Fazy says, are at risk of dying due to the drilling moratorium. He compared the president to a mad doctor in the ER.
And a guy comes in, he has a severed arm, his arteries busted, cut open, and he's bleeding to death, and the doctor says, let's stop his heart till we make the repair. After an hour of surgery, you think we'll be able to start his heart back up? No. It would just kill the whole economy.
Terrebonne and Lafourche parishes has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the state and one of the lowest in the entire country. The fear is a couple of months from now, this drilling moratorium could change all of that.
I would say 2 months more of this, you're going to have probably 10,000 people possibly without jobs in this area. In 6 months, it's going to be triple that. It's not going to be good.
Congressman Steve Scalise says the fund for rig workers only scratches the surface.
And there is a lawsuit that's going to be heard in about a week that will address this. And I'm hopeful that the president's ban is going to be thrown out, because I don't think he has the legal standing to do this, to really shut down an entire industry.
Arnett hopes he's right.
7 rigs are thinking about leaving. And you know what that means? That means between 100 and 300 vessels will not have jobs anymore.
The feeling is companies that have diversified could survive. Those that haven't are about to head down one rough road.
A Louisiana delegation, part of that newly formed Gulf Economic Survival Team known as GEST, which includes the Lieutenant Governor Scott Angel, is in Washington meeting with the Secretary of the Department of the Interior on this drilling moratorium. Already more than 100,000 people have signed a petition opposing it, and a rally is planned for Saturday in Houma.
All right, thanks a lot.